In the previous video, the demon eats one of Hyakkimaru's legs and Dororo finds out that Mio sells herself for food. Shocked after seeing what work Mio does to provide for the children, Dororo returns home. He finds Hyakkimaru being carried by the blind priest. Hyakkimaru lost his leg to the demon but regained his voice. They take him to the house to treat him. Mio comes back from work and immediately rushes to Hyakkimaru, knowing he got severely injured. Dororo can't stand to watch Mio and leaves. He asks Taki if he knows what work Mio does. Taki doesn't know, but he knows that Mio will work tirelessly to ensure a safe future for the kids. Meanwhile, Lord Daigo is preparing for war against the Sakai clan. Tohomaru wishes to lead the war, but Daigo thinks he's too immature to lead the war and leaves. Tohomaru asks his mother to change his father's mind, but his mother hates war and anything that has to do with it. Tohomaru leaves saying that he's the one his mother hates the most. He goes horse riding with his guards and tells them that neither his mother nor father ever really cared about him. Hyakkimaru falls trying to get up. Mio helps Hyakkimaru and tells him he better rest. Mio sings a song to calm him down. The priest tells Dororo that he must leave. He senses something evil in Hyakkimaru and tells Dororo to take care of him. Meanwhile, Hyakkimaru has taken a liking to Mio and she too doesn't loathe being touched for once. The Daigo clan plans a surprise attack and tells the army to be wary of spies. Mio tells about her work with Dororo, how she's doing it to survive. Mio is surprised that Dororo knows what her work is since he was a child. Dororo tells her about his mother and how his mother never did this work even if they were starving. However, his mother failed to survive. Dororo tells Mio to get back everything she lost from the war. Hyakkimaru recovers from the injury and Mio continues her work. However, Mio gets spied on by some troops. Late at night, Hyakkimaru went to face off against the demon once more. The kids tell Mio about Hyakkimaru. However, some troops seem to have followed Mio. Hyakkimaru kills the monster and returns back with Dororo. He has regrown his leg back after defeating the monsters. They are shocked when they see the temple set on fire. They rush towards it. Dororo finds a horrifying scene of the kids along with Mio dead and burning along with the temple. Lord Daigo's army had killed them because they found out she was doing lewd business with both armies' men. The man tries to kill Dororo as well, but Hyakkimaru saves him. Hyakkimaru soon realizes that Mio has been killed by the men. Hyakkimaru loses it and slices up the men mercilessly. Dororo is shocked, fearing he might become the monster the priest warned him about. Dororo stops Hyakkimaru from killing the commander. Dororo shows him the rice seeds she managed to get and says that Mio would have never wanted him to lose hope and give up. The temple burns to the ground along with the bodies. They bury the bodies and continue on their journey. Hyakkimaru is still grieving over the loss of Mio. Dororo tries to cheer him up. Suddenly, Dororo listens to a couple in the middle of the woods, making love. He tries to get them away, but finds out it was a spider monster devouring a man who's bewitched by it. Hyakkimaru attacks the monster, but it binds him up and escapes. The injured monster plans to regain its power by trapping one of the villagers. Dororo and Hyakkimaru learn from the nearest village that there have been increased reports of people disappearing at night. Dororo suggests they should defeat the monster that they saw and get a huge reward. The monster takes on the form of a beautiful lady and bewitches a villager named Yajiro. The villagers offer to help the woman and take her to his house and make her food. Yajiro names the lady Ohagi and leaves for work without having any food for himself. Dororo and Hyakkimaru come to a village where there's a bounty for the kidnapper. They decide to stay in the village to capture the monster and get something to eat. Yajiro returns from his work at night. He tells Ohagi how another man died at work today. Yajiro sees a cockroach and gets it outside instead of killing it. Ohagi wonders why he didn't kill the creature. Yajiro believes every life has the same value to him, no matter how small they might seem. At night, Yajiro is sleeping. Ohagi tries to eat the man, but stops when she hears he's starving too. Ohagi spares the man, thinking they both are the same. They both are starving. After tirelessly trying to find the spider lady all night, Dororo and Hyakkimaru find out that another person went missing. Dororo thinks that it might not be a monster after all, but they are too hungry to think any further because of hunger. Ohagi's health is deteriorating fast. Yajiro has taken up another job to provide for them, but it's not enough. He tells Ohagi to go see a doctor. Just like the cockroach, he cannot let Ohagi die, because to him every life is equal. Both of them plan to go before dawn break. While escaping, they face Dororo and Hyakkimaru. Dororo immediately recognizes the spider lady. He plans to capture her since she's responsible for the kidnaps. Yajiro defends Ohagi and tells that he's the one who helped people escape the village. Village guards arrive after hearing Yajiro was the one who let workers escape. They tell Dororo the reward for capturing the kidnapper was also fake. The guards attack, and Ohagi defends Yajiro by killing and drinking the guard's blood. Hyakkimaru sees her tainted soul and attacks her. Ohagi wraps him up and escapes with Yajiro. She uses her spiderwebs to climb the mountains. Ohagi tells Yajiro how she never killed a man, instead kept them to feed on for later. They develop feelings for each other. Yajiro takes Ohagi to the secret path. Ohagi tells Yajiro to come with her since the guards already know about his crimes. They plan to run away together, but the guards find them and Yajiro is hit by arrows. Aiming to take revenge, Ohagi turns into a monster and tries to massacre the guards. But before that, Hyakkimaru comes to the rescue. Yajiro is dying, and Ohagi realizes either she or Hyakkimaru has to die. Yajiro tells Ohagi to never kill anyone again. Ohagi's love for Yajiro forces her to let her guard down, but at the same time, Hyakkimaru senses her tainted soul turn pure. The couple escape through the hole, and Dororo and Hyakkimaru continue on with their journey. After a storm, a villager gets covered by an ominous cloud that rained ashes. The cloud slowly but surely engulfed the villager. Hyakkimaru and Dororo see a bride being taken away. A boy wearing wolfskin appears and tries to attack the bridal parade. Dororo stops the boy and asks him to tell him the situation. The boy takes Dororo and Hyakkimaru to the village and tells them about the forsaken cloud. It comes once a year and takes a bride to eat them. If the villagers don't offer a bride, the cloud devours the whole village. Saru doesn't want his sister to die for the monster. Dororo offers to help for money. Saru gives him some bugs instead. However, there's gold amongst it. Saru tells them he'll give them gold in exchange. Saru knocks the guards down and frees his sister. But her sister refuses to leave because if she leaves, the monster will devour everyone, including Saru. Suddenly, they get attacked by the cloud. It devours the guards. But Hyakkimaru seems to have frozen up because he sees nothing but a cloud of red. A giant centipede emerges from the cloud. It attacks, and Saru's sister sacrifices herself to save Saru. The centipede comes for Hyakkimaru next, but a water geyser erupts, scaring away the monster. Saru takes Dororo to his cave. Saru lived in the mountains ever since his parents died. He was doing fine until the villagers drove him out. But one day, he met this girl, his so-called sister, who was nice to him. Ever since then, he used to look at her and feel like she was her mother. Dororo and Saru plan to avenge his sister all by themselves since Hyakkimaru can't see anything. They see the village still covered by clouds and ashes fill the skies. Saru speculates that it's the skin of the centipede and it's growing. Dororo noticed its reaction to light and plans to get it out in the sun and defeat it. Dororo dresses up like a bride and lures the monster out. It attacks, but Dororo manages to maneuver it into their trap. Saru shoots a blazing arrow into a geyser and it causes a massive explosion. However, the monster crawls up and releases a dark haze before the light can reach it. In the meantime, Hyakkimaru comes in and shoots arrows at the monster. As it comes closer, Hyakkimaru slashes one of its eyes. The monster attacks back. Dororo gets a rope and jumps on the monster and tells Hyakkimaru to follow his voice. However, Dororo gets knocked unconscious by a rock. A worried Hyakkimaru starts calling for Dororo however he can. Dororo gains consciousness and tells Hyakkimaru to go for its eyes. The monster flies out into the light and starts burning up. However, the monster uses its other head to swallow Hyakkimaru whole. Hyakkimaru slices the monster from the inside, killing the monster. Saru finds his sister in the remains of the monster. Hyakkimaru gets his nose back. Saru's sister thanks them for saving her life, and Saru and his sister decide to live together from now on. That's all for today. Like and subscribe for more anime recaps. Comment down below if you want another Dororo recap. Take care!